let's talk about this forecast. We're going to try to conjure up a good forecast. You know, I stole that from George, by the way, so I've got to give credit where credit is due. Hey, let's talk about this weather week because it's been an active week, even though we're just halfway through the week here. On Monday, do you remember Monday? Monday, we had a high temperature of 89 degrees. We were 1 degree away from 90, which would have been the first time this year that we hit 90 degrees, so we just missed it. It was still very warm. It was in the mid-90s in St. George, but then Tuesday came along, and Tuesday we dropped down with highs only in the mid-50s. Now, let me put that into perspective. I say 56 was the high on Tuesday. We typically should be at 72 degrees, so we were well below average on Tuesday. In fact, not only was it about a 30 to 35 degree temperature drop, we were just well below average as well. So quite the change out there. In fact, a lot of folks I saw with sweatshirts and hoodies bringing those back out yesterday. Now, as we go into today, I did bump it up a couple of degrees, so we may hit about 58 degrees, so it could be a little warmer than yesterday, but that's not by much. Overall, the midweek weather setup is very similar. We've got this big dip in the jet stream here, and this trough, of course, allows where low pressure sits. Low pressure creates the storminess and the cooler weather, and so this will continue to give us these below average temperatures as we go throughout the rest of your Wednesday afternoon. In fact, again, remember, we should be in the 70s this afternoon, and we're talking temperatures only in the 40s along the Wasatch Front. We do have some 50s and 60s across far southwest Utah, but even that 64 in St. George, again, well below the average. So we've got this northwesterly flow with this upper low pressure system giving us that counterclockwise swirl, and that's continuing to spin the moisture in here and also keep things unsettled. So that pattern will stick around for us today. As we zoom in, you'll be able to see across northern Utah here, we've got scattered showers kind of making their way from I-15 into the mountains this afternoon. But there's another round coming in out of Idaho and northwest Utah. So, again, don't put away the rain gear this afternoon, but there are some rain and, yes, even some snow showers, especially above about 7,500 feet here, that continue to work their way through the mountains. So even though the calendar reads mid-May, we are still seeing some cool, if not downright cold conditions out there in some spots. And we got some spotty showers right now near the Roy and Ogden area. Notice as you get down into Utah County, portions of the Wasatch back over towards Heber City, we're seeing some scattered showers, a couple of snow showers still showing up in the mountains there. And as we work our way to the south, we're starting to see some redevelopment of some shower activity here right along the I-15 corridor as you get from Beaver over towards Cedar City. And we'll probably see more of that developing this afternoon. You can see the overall counterclockwise swirl of this activity here that continues to rotate through. So all because of this upper level low, again, bringing us not only the much cooler temperatures, but also the wetter conditions across the area. But that upper low is going to start to lift out of here as we head towards your Thursday. That means we'll start to see things trying to dry out and warm up a little bit on our Thursday. But then this big ridge of high pressure briefly builds in as we get towards your Friday. That's going to probably give us our warmest day of the week here and probably the peak day of the week. But I will admit, even then, still a chance of an isolated shower or two in the forecast. But enjoy the break because our next storm system awaiting just off the coast there of Alaska there, that will start to make its way to the area as we get towards this weekend. More on that in just a second, but this afternoon, again, that northwesterly flow will keep the chance of scattered showers and maybe even some mountain snow showers. Again, this is going to go through this afternoon, primarily across northern Utah, but eastern Utah as well. We may get a little bit of a lull tonight as most of the activity shifts into southwest Wyoming, but even for your Thursday, there's going to be a chance of a couple of spotty isolated showers in the forecast. And again, on Friday, we're trying to keep it dry, but some of the latest data is trying to enhance the chance of a few more pop-up showers as we go into your Friday afternoon. So now put in a slight chance of a shower on Friday, which means every day for the rest of this week, we'll continue to keep at least a chance of a shower in the forecast there. Now, as we go into your Saturday and Sunday, that's when the chances of showers really start to ramp back up as our next storm system dives in from the north and west. It's another cutoff low pressure, which means not only will it have plenty of moisture to work with, it's also going to have cooler air again. So we're going to see yet another cool down coming in. But you combine the system today with the system for the weekend, it's a pretty juicy setup again for us where we could see about a ½ inch to an inch of liquid at least across parts of northern Utah, which is great news because, you know, the month of May is the wettest month on average for Salt Lake City. So it was very dry in April. It's good to get that moisture in here for May. St. George will be in the 70s today, which is about 10 degrees below average. Then we warm it up into the 80s as we head towards the end of the week. Introduce that chance of showers and cooler weather by your Sunday. Along the Wasatch Front, we've got scattered showers and well below average temperatures today. Highs warming up to the upper 60s by Friday, but here comes more rain and here comes more cooler temperatures as we get towards the end of the week into next week.